Good morning, everyone. This morning, I want to talk about from a level of motivation, the power of pivot. The power of pivot. Pivot is defined to change your opinions, statements, decisions, so that they are different from what they were before. Can I tell you this morning that your life is requiring a pivot? When you begin to pivot, you are saying to yourself, you are trying to get off the hamster wheel. Pivot. There's no time for us to continue to going in circles. The song says, you got me going in circles. It says that. But can I tell you, it is time for you to get off. Stop going in a circle. And I need you to take a step and say, hey, I need a change. Hey, I need to evolve. Hey, it's time for me to do something different. Hey, it's time for my mind to change. Hey, I need to elevate myself. That requires you to pivot. Pivot is not only a thing where you say, let me try something else. But I'm telling you, the trajectory of your life requires you to often pivot. You have to say to yourself, this may not be working, or is there something else I can do or greater? What is the call? What is my purpose? Your purpose. Come on here. I feel something. Your purpose has to have, pivot has an acronym. It has an acronym. The pivot acronym is P stands for plan. I imagine. V is vision. O is for opportunity. And the T is transformation. Can I tell you, it is time for you to come up with a plan. For everybody that has been doing the same thing without evolution, it's time for you to come up with a plan. It's no way in the world that we have been called to what we have called to if we was not sent to have some type of change. For every change agent that's listening to the sound of my voice, for every hope person that is carrying hope for people, it is time for you to embody the spirit of the pivot. It is time for you to plan, number one, and it is time for you to imagine. For the next 5 seconds, I want you to imagine your life in a way that, oh my goodness, it feels like fulfillment. It feels like it's purpose. It feels like you're when you wake up in the morning, it feels like, man, I'm not going to a job, but I'm going to a place to fulfill purpose in my life. Can I tell you this morning, at this particular time, that purpose is driving you. There's no longer time for the money to drive you. There's no longer time for the popularity to drive you. But what is, come on here, what is the purpose? That's what you are doing. It must be purposeful. Then you have the vision. You have to imagine. Then you have the vision. The word of the Lord says, write the vision and make it plain. What have you written out so people can understand why you're doing what you're doing? I'm coming to a close, and you have to have an opportunity. An opportunity says that there's a door that is beginning to open when I make this turn. There is a door that is opening when I begin to change. There is a door that I have the ability and I have the opportunity to walk in. In the last one, I'm getting ready to close here. I feel a good old little preach here this morning. There is a transformation. I'm telling you, in the power of pivot, you cannot go into a space being the same you. Your pivot requires for you to change. It requires you to come to another level. It requires you to evolve into something. It requires your transformation. So this morning as I close, I'm telling you this, the power in the pivot will change the rest of your days. But you have to be a person that knows that this is your space and your time of upgrade.